All right, I'll welcome you back. This is still headlines analysis, and of course, I have with me in the studio, I have Victor Akilane, who is a political scientist, and of course, is a commentator on national issues. And of course, I have with me Bola Adebi, who is a historian and a writer, and of course, a researcher as well. And then they will help me make sense of some of the top stories that we have across the dailies this morning. Welcome on board.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, let's start from this that has generated a lot of controversies online. I have this from the Daily Times, and it says, WAFCON 24 win, Tinubu rewards Super Falcons with national honors, $100,000 each, and of course, houses. Some Nigerians are saying, really, is this not too much? Looking at the fact that, yes, they have tried, to win this for the country. A lot of us celebrated, we were jumping up, because, we appreciate the fact that they were able to do that. It's not easy. But what do you make of this? Let me start with Victor.
Okay, so, well, first of all, congratulations to Nigeria on that.
Yes.
And then good job from those ladies. But yeah, there is nothing we'll give to those people that is too much.
Okay.
That's importantly, there's nothing we give to them that is too much because they worked tirelessly to get that done. However, in this economy, I think I would support the fact that maybe it is too much. No, that's kind of too much for now, because of the present economy. But don't forget, I said there's nothing we give them that is too much. All right. But because of this economy, I think that is a misuse of public funds. Let's look at it this way. There are a lot of people doing spectacular things for the nation. Okay. Are they getting such rewards?
Can you mention?
Let's not go too far.
Okay.
But then there are a lot of people both at home and abroad that are doing spectacularly well for the nation. But are they getting such rewards too? That's what we should check. So that's a whole lot of money, and all of those resources here and there. Don't forget that these guys too will be paid by the WAFCON itself. Yeah. I think 30% of the 30% of that money goes to them, to the team. Okay. So when they slash this, that's a whole lot. And giving them that money, now don't get me wrong, there is no amount of whatever we give to them that is too much. However, in this season, the economy is shaking. So giving that huge amount of money for now is misuse of public funds in an economy that is crippling, number one. Then number two, there are other people that are doing spectacularly well. Are they also rewarded in such manner?
All right, let me turn to Bola. What do you make of this? The economy has been in this state for a while now. Do you think the money, is okay for them, looking at the fact that they've made us proud, or you have a counter opinion?
Okay, just an addition to what my colleague said.
Okay.
There's first of all, congratulations to the ladies, and it's a joyous moment for them. And but my point is that there is so much more that the money could do, and there are so many talents in local government and right there at all levels in the country. So many more talents that some of that money can go into. So yeah, so many. It's just like
addition to that. Okay. The Nigerian league, both the professional and the immediate, they are not doing so well. In the global space, even in Africa, they are not doing so well. All of this money could be pumped, even if it is one club that you will raise that will represent the nation well in Africa.
Yeah.
You get so.
Yeah. So much funds can go into the local government level, where we have so many talents that can be discovered, and yeah, good thing to do to appreciate the women, and but there is so much more that could go into establishing sports centers at local government levels, because there are so many numbers of youth who are talented. Even some are here to discover their potentials. Some have discovered their potentials, but there are no resources to support their dreams. Football. Some just want to become footballers, and they don't want anything other than that. But where are the facilities to aid, to hone their skills? Okay. So much more could be invested in sports centers, establishments, across all local government levels.
Okay, I think it's a good place to leave that. Let's cross over to another headline. I have this one that says, party membership, SDP denounces embargoes RFI for 30 years. And of course, I recall there was a time he came online on X, to be particular, to say that, you see, I've left the APC to the SDP. And now the SDP is coming out to say this man is not a proper member of a party. And of course, we are going to ban him for 30 years. I mean, that's long. Looking at the fact that, you know, however, we also know that this man is part of the coalition. Do you see this as political? I mean, do you see some hands in these? I mean, aside from the members of the SDP themselves? Let me start with, you know, Victor.
So there are a lot of underlying issues that we may not know. Like you said, is it political? I want to believe to a very large extent that it's political. I mean, have we ever heard of such somebody being banned for 30 years? Come on. So, two things I would say. One, from El-Rufai now, even if it is true, what game is he playing? You just left a party, you are part of the coalition of a particular party, and then you are joining another party. Let's stop behaving like a leaf on the water. Let's know your stand. He's an elderly man. He's a big gun in the political space. So let us know what you are standing for. Let us know who you are standing with, and let's know where you are going. That's for him. And then for other people, how do I put it now? Other people that are part of this story, the 30 years could be just to maybe just make him scare off the entire game he's trying to play or whatever. But I believe there are more stories, underlying stories that we do not know yet. So I want to say maybe as time goes on, things would unfold itself again. But for now, okay, I feel there's more to that than what we are just saying.
All right, let me turn to Bola, because I read the report and I watched the interview online where we have the former governor of Borno State, you know, Senator Ali Modu Sharif, you know, said something, you know, that has to do with the coalition. And of course, he mentioned the likes of El-Rufai, the likes of Atiku. He said he doesn't see the coalition or the ADC, if you like, as a party or a system that can unseat the president, you know, come 2027. Looking at the fact that we have the big wigs there. We have the likes of Atiku, we have the likes of El-Rufai, we have the likes of Amechi. What do you make of this coalition?
So the ban of Ali Modu, it's political, really.
Okay.
There is no, I think that there is no other perspective to it. It's political to render him irrelevant, perhaps for the amount of years he has been banned, and of course, and to create spaces and for the big wigs in APC to make to farm much support, and so yeah, it's political. Now, will he listen? That's another question. Will he take that into effect and say, okay, I obey what you say? No. A typical Nigerian politician will not. He will go around canvassing support, and you know, because they want to render him irrelevant, and a typical Nigerian politician does not want to be irrelevant.
Okay.
He wants to remain irrelevant, part of the game, because I'm not a politician myself, but in that kind of position that he is in, he will not obey.
What about this? Okay. Well, SDP banned him for 30 years, just for the party, not for the entire political activities. Is that it?
Just like I said, I mean, he's part of the coalition.
So, what if? Okay. So he left APC,
yeah, he did,
and then he's somewhere between SDP and ADC and SDP, and then SDP now says, "Hey, man, we are banning you from SDP for 30 years," meaning that concentrate on ADC and concentrate on the coalition. How about that?
However, even members of the APC, just like our Aspolan, they have come out to say that even the ADC, let's not even talk about SDP, they don't even see SDP as a proper opposition party. Well, they are saying even the ADC, you know, regardless of the fact that they have the big wigs, the likes of Atiku, Amechi, El-Rufai, David Mark, Aregbe, they don't even have what it takes to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Well, okay, so to unseat a Nigerian president, you need a lot of work to do. You have a lot of work to do. You can ask Tinubu and Buhari. Well, for me, I would say the coalition between Tinubu and Buhari that time, or rather, let me say, should I use the word collaboration or partnership? I can't pick the
Partnership.
You should use partnership.
Yes,
Okay.
partnership.
The partnership between Tinubu and Buhari that time was able to unseat Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, because these were two strong forces coming from two different parts of the nation, one from the north, one from the west. You get, and then they unsat is that English correct? An easterner or somebody from the south. Yeah, fine, good, no problem. But that partnership was strong enough, and there are not too many people involved. I mean, there are not too many big wigs, all right, then, big wings then.
Do you mean the coalition of 2013, 2014? I think we have quite a number
It
of
was
big
only
wigs.
Atiku now.
Okay.
It was only Atiku.
Are you talking about the APC coalition of 2020?
When Buhari was coming from, he came with CPC.
Exactly, that's
and then
a lot.
Tinubu came with, I think, ACN or so. So they became APC, all right? Fine. We do not have other big wigs around then, unlike now. You are still not getting what I'm trying to say.
I get you, but
After
I still don't agree
Atiku,
with you.
okay, hold on.
that.
After Atiku, follow me.
Okay.
After Atiku now, then
Okay.
after Atiku, Buhari is contesting. Tinubu is not contesting. Buhari is contesting. Atiku is contesting. Jonathan is already sitting. All right. We want to unseat this guy. How many people do we have then that wanted to contest, that was contesting for presidency? We didn't have much.
I think it was a kind of agreement between them.
Yes.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
I
people will not contest
really
it.
do not agree with you that there were no
All right.
big wigs
Okay.
in,
Let's not
in the
stay
coalition.
too long on
Okay.
that. Now, this coalition now, this is where I'm going exactly.
Okay.
The big wigs now, wings now, if they play their card well, of course, Tinubu is but another human that can be. Yes. And if they do not play their card well, Tinubu will beat them.
Okay, speaking of playing the
the-
card well, who do you
yes.
think is the best person to run for ADC, really?
Really. Just to let us know how irrelevant the party is, how weak the party is. Really, I have no list of names like that. So there is so much work they need to do. I can come up from my head names.
Okay, we have Atiku,
Really?
we have Mechi,
Okay.
and of course we have Erufai.
Okay. Is it
Oh,
that's
we
the
have
APC?
Peter Obi. No,
Wait,
I'm
wait,
talking about
APC
the
wing
coalition.
or
No,
the coalition?
ADC, the coalition.
Sorry.
Okay.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
What I would think is
There
this.
is. Okay.
Go ahead.
Let him speak.
Go ahead.
There is so much they can achieve, and with those type of big wigs in the coalition, so much they can achieve. When you said ADC, what came to mind? I thought it was this party that this man was from.
Labour Party.
No, not Labour Party. This party.
NNPP.
No, not
Okay,
NNPP.
STP.
Shobore was from that party. That yes.
That's
So
that's a minor
that was the
party.
mixed up.
Okay,
mixed
okay,
up there.
okay.
So
Does that party exist?
Yeah, it does actually.
It still exists. It still exists. So there is so much they can go because they have the relevance, they have the resources, money to pull through. And but then what do the people stand to gain? Because I'm someone who's, when it comes to all this political game and all, what do the people stand to gain? Will people be at the center of these fights or games that they are playing? It's a rhetorical question, really.
I think they've come out to say that they want to make the lives of Nigerians better because according to Michi, he said Nigerians are suffering. There's poverty in the land.
Is there any president that doesn't have that line as his?
Okay,
as
let
his
me turn
campaign?
to Victor. Would you say as the best person for EDC really?
Okay, from that coalition now.
Yeah.
What I'll say first, two things. One, I keep mentioning two things.
Okay.
So one first is let all of them register. All of them haven't registered, right? Let all of them register as a proper member of the ADC party. Let's conduct a primary election. Atiku buy tickets. Aregbe is not contesting.
It's not. I don't think so.
What's his name? This guy that Labour gave 30 years, whatever.
Rufai.
Looks like he wants to contest. Or maybe running mate with someone, I don't know.
Okay.
But anybody that has interest in contest, including Obi, if Obi will run from ADC, let all of them buy ticket. 40 people buy ticket. So let's go to primaries. Then let's produce a presidential candidate. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, let all of these people, let them stop being selfish and greedy. Yes, an average Nigerian politician is selfish and greedy, but then they should tune it down. I mean, very, very. they should tune it out very, very well. Let them work as a team. All right?
Okay.
Let them not do, I have my team at the side, that whether they give me ticket or not, I have a team that will work with me. Are you getting that gist? Now, it has happened before severally in Nigeria, even in state level, where a governor, I don't want to mention him, I'm giving you facts, where a governor would not be given a ticket in a party, and he would deflect, and because he has a team that would work with him, he would deflect that party, go to another party, relying on his team, all right, that are not part of the party, all right? So you get that gist, don't let me go too far. So I'm saying they should work as a team. El-Rufai work with Aregbe, these are big names, you know. Work with Aregbe, work with Amechi, work with Atiku.
You don't think it's high time, you know, Atiku step down, I mean, from this race?
Why should he?
And become an elder statesman?
Why should he step down? Can you give me a very strong reason?
I mean, I'm just
Atiku
asking
can't
you.
step down.
Okay, why do you think so?
He's, you know, like I said before, he wants to be relevant in the Nigeria's political space. He will not step down, and it's kind of sabotage. It's sabotaging to us Nigerians as long as he stays in the political game, because the votes in the north will remain divided. As long as he's in the race, he will always have his own votes. And whoever will be coming from the northern part of Nigeria as a presidential candidate will have someone from there like Atiku to contend with. So the same thing happened during Tinubu's 2023
elections.
Where, yes, he represented. Can you remind me the party?
PDP.
No, PDP. No.
PDP, yes.
Yes.
PDP, and he got a lot of votes. And
6.5.
yeah, 6.5. That's a lot. If we had that to that of Obi, that's like Obi could have won. There was a lot that happened really.
Okay.
I don't want to open the whole thing here. So he being in the race will divide votes coming from the north, and of course we are aware it's Nigeria, election rigging, you know. So he will divide the votes coming from the north, and he's also a businessman. So anybody who gets into the presidential office has presidential power, unlimited presidential power to make a business and not make it. So this is the critical reason why politicians, many of them who have businesses which they established with public funds, of course, they want to stay in the game. So someone doesn't just come from somewhere, occupies the presidential seat, which is the most powerful seat in the country, and then make whatever revenue or you think of it, resources they've been able to acquire. Just one policy can get change your life, take them from that height down. So that is why they always want to stay in the game. Oh. And they never have a permanent side. They go to this one, oh, it seems this one is going to be relevant. They see metrics that, oh, this person is going to be, then they come to you, and so it's more like, oh, you are the one reigning now. Oh, let me work with you. Oh, it's you now. Let me work with you. That's it. And yeah, so the man will not step down. Maybe he could say, okay, I'm not contesting, but that he steps out completely, no, I don't think so. He always wants to position himself for opportunities.
Okay.
So no.
Right, let me turn to Victor, because there have been speculations that, you know, as it is now, Peter Obi might actually go back to PDP, because it's looking like Atiku will want to be the flag bearer of the ADC, and then he has the resources, to actually, you know, get that. So because of that, you know, Peter Obi, just like what he did before the 2023 elections, he might still leave the Labour Party and go to the PDP if he's certain that he's going to get the ticket. So will this not be a repeat of the 2023 where a lot of persons felt if these two, you know, came together or decided to, you know, pool their votes, you know, together, they could have won the election and, you know, take over power from the APC?
Okay, so this Obi thing always disturbs my brain. My question is, from any party that Obi chooses to go, can he beat Atiku? Can he win Atiku? Leave other persons, leave Tinubu. Let's say we don't have Tinubu on the picture. We only have Atiku and Obi.
Okay.
Just two. It's not possible. But let's just say we have two presidential candidates. Does Obi think he can beat Atiku?
I mean, people have said that he has a lot of supporters, and he tried the first time. This is the second time.
Did he beat him in the
A
first
miracle can happen.
time? Miracle in politics?
No, this is
Miracle
politics.
doesn't happen in Nigerian politics.
Okay.
Nigerian politics is calculation.
Okay,
Yes,
but what about
that's true.
surprises? You might
Surprises
not call
doesn't
it
happen in
miracle.
Nigeria election. You can. This is it. Three things happen in Nigeria election. Number one, you can forecast, and you will get it. You can predict, and your prediction may, even if it won't work out, maybe slightly.
Okay.
Surprises doesn't come in Nigeria. It doesn't happen. Miracles doesn't happen in Nigeria election. We know Tinubu will win. He won, or rather, we forecasted that he has a higher hand or higher ground than others, and it came out so. We forecasted that a lot of people that are shouting Obi, 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 Obi don't have voters card. We realized that plenty of them didn't have. They voted on Twitter, on X.
Well,
I mean,
I disagree with that, though.
Okay, fine. I will not go too far on that. Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Obi has a lot of supporters. Yes, truth be told, he has a lot of supporters. But here's the thing: how many of his supporters would go out there to vote? Okay, so we don't want to talk about that. So
okay.
I want to
I'm
challenge
coming.
you there.
So
Okay.
I'm sorry. So I'm saying you will come back there, please.
Okay.
But what I want to establish is this: right now, I do not support anybody. I support a good governance. Right now, good governance. All right. So
There should be a time that I used to support Atiku.
I used to.
Okay.
But now I want good governance. Good governance. All right. So if can Atiku from any party, don't go to Labour, don't go to PDP, establish your own party. Let's see. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Come from Dominion Party. All right. Can you beat Atiku? That's the question. If you can beat Atiku, fine. Leave ADC, dump their coalition, go anywhere, buy Chowore party, beat
It's not that easy because
I'm saying if he can beat Atiku, if he has the supporters that can help him beat Atiku, the question will not be which party. The thing will be go to any party, contest against Atiku and win. That's the thing for me. But if you cannot beat Atiku, whether from ADC, from APC, from LP, from PDP, from KKP, from TTP,
that's serious.
step down for your boss.
Okay, you don't agree? He submitted that most of the supporters of Labour Party, they don't vote. They vote on Twitter. Do you agree?
That is
Sorry,
that.
last election,
That is-
all
that
of
is-
us were just shouting Obi,
that
Obi,
is-
Obi,
that
Obi,
is-
Obi. Every-
Were you part of those that were shouting
I
Obi,
didn't
Obi?
shout Obi. I'm not an obedient.
Okay.
Wait, that is insulting to the Obi movement.
Okay,
well, I
sorry.
may come off as
Apologies.
I may come off as the microphone of the movement, but then they voted.
Okay.
Maybe not all of them.
Okay.
They voted.
Okay.
So there's a lot that went into the movement, and this other thing I would like to say is that Obi could have created a party, political party,
Okay.
immediately after he in quote lost.
In quotes?
Yes, in my opinion, there was a lot more that happened.
Yeah.
So
Nigeria
let's not open up that
Yeah.
now. So he could have created a new political party and okay, people let's support me in this and this. But then there's a lot of work that a political party building,
Exactly.
because it's more like okay, you want to start new, all right, the obedience will come, but then at the grassroots.
Party structures.
Party structure, right there at the grassroots. Who are you going to mount? Right there at the grassroots, across all levels. So it requires a lot of building, as if you're starting from the scratch, in spite of the fact that he had a lot of people, youth following him. But it's a lot of work. And so what should you do? You work with people who are there, people you do not like. Because
Okay.
I want to think that Obi, left to himself, he wouldn't have been part of this coalition if he found alternatives
Did they
aside from
invite
these
him?
people.
Okay.
He wasn't invited now.
Yeah,
He went by himself.
Okay, speaking of the creating a new political party,
Yes,
I just
yes.
want to say something there.
Okay.
It requires a lot of resources.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
looking at the Peter Obi, I don't know, he has been ascribed with this slogan, we know they drop shishi. No, though
That's
we've
true.
seen him, contribute to certain
Yes,
things.
that's
So
true,
what do you
that's
make
true.
of that? Somebody who is not really ready to actually spend anyhow. I mean, he does, meaningful spending. He will not just spend anyhow. When it comes to creating a new political party,
Yes.
that's a lot of money.
Yes, yes, it's a lot of work and a lot of money, and the man Peter Obi has been stingy. Yes.
You will speak on that. Okay.
Yeah, they called him stingy man. No. So he donates meaningfully to
Things
to
that make
things
sense,
that will impact lives, and the evidence is there online, and so it's Nigeria. It's Nigeria. So if to where they sell the
local market.
local
woman.
Okay.
market women, the people right down the street. There's hunger in the land. There's hunger in the land, and there is so much struggles our people are going through, and it won't be through. So Peter Obi won't appeal to people like that because they don't have. Not that they can't think, but
Okay.
they are incapacitated to see beyond their needs. So Peter Obi, if I had a chance to vote between Peter Obi, of course, Peter Obi.
To vote Peter Obi?
Yes, it's there. It's there that this
Okay.
person is, donates meaningfully. And all the loopholes, all the holes that money will be going through, this man would, in my opinion, would block it. And that is what the politicians do not want. They want someone who is there, all the loopholes open, money flowing freely, they're living large, but what about the people? So so the man is not perfect. I understand that he was he had been part of he had been a member of PDP before the whole thing that happened in 2023.
Okay.
Yes, so it's a lot of work, the grassroots, and he realized that he has to work with people who normally wouldn't have wanted to work with, and that is what Nigeria does. It forces you to work with, in quote, enemies, and they know that he doesn't like them as much.
Are there enemies in politics?
So in terms of values and in terms of values,
yeah.
in terms of
Let me
values.
turn to Victor just before we leave. Do you think because he does not spend anyhow, and then looking at the way politics has been done in the country, especially when it comes to primaries, is always a tough one. Sometimes it's about how much you can offer the highest bidder, according to what some top politicians in these political parties have come out to say. I think Dele Momodu, in an interview recently, said that Atiku was able to pay higher than what he had to offer, and that was why he was able to get, the candidates,
ticket.
exactly, the tickets to run. So don't you think that is part of what is actually affecting Obi's political stance sometimes, really? The fact that he really cannot spend as others will spend when it comes to politics, playing politics, in the country.
My friend has said it. So I do not believe he's stingy. I just believe he's sensible when he's spending. Yes, but unfortunately that won't work in the Nigerian political space. You have to spend money. So now, even if he has to bend that policy of spending wisely, does he even have the money like others do? That's the question now. Does Obi have the money Atiku has? Does Obi have the money whoever has to even if he will bend that policy, all right?
Okay.
Does he have the money? So that's the thing.
And okay, to add to what he said, I think there was this information that came out about the worth of Atiku's his net worth.
Okay.
If I'm right, please correct me.
Atiku-
3 trillion, I guess.
Atiku has money even before he came into politics. Don't forget that he was a business. He's been a business.
But
Yes.
after his tenure with Obasanjo wrote a book, and he said a lot of things in the book. I think The Watch.
Wait.
That's the book.
Yes,
My
the
question
Yeah.
to Obasanjo himself, Baba, respect, sir. Was it not under his watch? Was it not under his nose that Atiku was doing all of that? That doesn't. There's no time this topic, this what you said. There's no time that topic comes out that it makes sense to me. Your
Really?
vice, your direct vice, under your watch, under your nose, he's doing all of those. You didn't say anything. You didn't do anything. Then after both of you have left office, you now start saying it. It doesn't make any sense.
The president cannot be everywhere, and don't also forget that some things might not be so clear to you.
So how
You
does
might
he
be
now
unaware.
know when he left the office that he embezzled under my?
Okay.
What's that?
I think he must have been aware, because as president of the country, you're occupying the most powerful office in the country, and you have intelligence services at your disposal. So they will tell you, as if you want to spy on anybody in the country, the intelligence services are there at your disposal. And wait, please. So he was aware. He was aware, and he couldn't have done anything while still occupying the seat. Why? Because the VP then, Atiku, was there as a placeholder, like representing which interest? Northern interest. And he couldn't, there was nothing he could have done. Can't remove an elected, because the man who was elected alongside him. So
They were still in power.
Yes. So there was nothing he could have done right there. Because if he had done anything to attack Atiku's, in the northern elite would take it as an attack.
Okay.
So anywhere a northerner is, any of the high offices, it's there for northern interest. So I understand that if we should carry out deep investigation into where the money or whatever where it went, you'll be surprised that a lot of it went to northern interest.
Interesting conversation. I would have loved us to continue, definitely, because there's something to say. But then the conversation will definitely continue on this matter, because a lot of persons feel like, part of the things that was written in that book, dehumanized, or let me say, acted badly or is bad on his reputation. I'm speaking of Atiku now, but then it is what it is, and just like a lot of persons will see. And then of course we look forward to a time that will come back to this discussion and then unpack some of the issues. However, I want to say a big thank you to Bolanwa DB, historian, researcher and writer, for coming on board, and of course to Victor Akinle, who's a political scientist and of course an entrepreneur, someone doing very great and then in the political scene. Thank you for being a part of the show this morning. All right, it's time to say our BYE. My name remains Oluwayemi Adelago.